Yo, what's up, man? We back with another one, man. Hope y'all having a blessed one. Right here, we got Sorry Mama, Mother and Son, both through 25 to Life, Season 1, Episode 1, full episode. Let's get into this one right here, man.
A void in the hearts of those who knew and loved her, their hearts ache with the emptiness left behind as they grapple with the shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises of a future now lost forever. Yet, on the other side of this heartbreaking story lies another tale of sorrow and despair. The mother of the teenagers responsible for Brexy's death also endure an unimaginable pain, the loss of her son to a life behind.
Okay, so this show, the little girl who lost her life. This show the story of the guys who took her life. This is a different little perspective.
Bars. Their grief is compounded by the knowledge that their children, once filled with promise and potential, have been condemned to a fate of incarceration and remorse.
My name is Kirenia Diaz, aka Kiki. My son's name is DeKeith Bridges, aka Kiso. My son is my rib. I have other kids, but my son is my rib. That's my soldier. You know how I put it. He's my everything. Our relationship is mother and son bond is crazy. Like, you know, it was always me and him. No matter what, it was always me and him. He was a happy little boy. He liked to do a lot of stuff. You know, don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna sit here in front and say, oh, my son was an angel. He was this. He was a boy. He was a hard-headed little boy that liked to get into shit, you know. He was doing other shit that other little boys do. You understand what I'm saying? He was running with the boys from the neighborhood, playing with dirt bikes and four-wheelers. That's what he liked it to do. His father wasn't in his life too much. When my son was about 6 months, I left his father. It was a situation, I'm not gonna speak on it here, but it was a situation where I had to go. I left him and it was just me and my kids. And he's never tried to be in his life. No matter if my son call and reach out, he'll say he's coming, he doesn't come. And if he does come, he'll come for like a couple hours and leave. And he was never around. He was never a father figure to my son.
Children from fatherless homes are more likely to become involved in drug and alcohol abuse, drop out of school, and suffer from health and emotional problems. The boys are more likely to become involved in crime.
The absence of my son's father in his life, it was a big impact on his behavior, on how things went. You know, I'm a female. I can only do so much for a man. I don't have all the abilities of a man. You know, I can't even say I can't. I just feel like it's not my job as a woman, as a mother, to teach my son how to be a man, how to use tools, how to speak like a man, how to think like a man, how to treat a woman as a man is supposed to treat a woman. You understand what I'm saying? I don't. Basketball, football, I can't play no football. I don't know nothing about no football and basketball. You know, I can teach my son manners, etiquette, and things like that. When it comes to manly things, it was hard for me. But did I try? Yes, I did. I was all in for my son. I was all he had. So I had to stand 10 toes and think like a man, act like a woman, act like a man, and do everything in the household by myself. You know, and he's seen that. He's seen me struggling. He's seen me going through what I was going through. And from a boy's perspective, seeing his mother going through all of this, you know, it builds up inside of him like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something, you know? I gotta get out here. I gotta help my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not what I wanted him to do. That's not what I asked him to do. That's just something that, as a man, is natural. It's natural to be a provider, to be a protector as a man. And that's how I raised my son, to be a protector, a provider, to always stand on 10, always be 100, never 50, always 100. And that's who my son is. I remember the day that it happened. I didn't get no phone call. None of that. I was at Applebee's with my 13-year-old and a friend of mine. We went out to eat. I called my son before I went there. Papa's, we going to eat. You want to go out to eat? I'm coming to get you. He said, no, Ma, I'm good. I'm not hungry. I'll be home for curfew, though. I said, don't forget, your curfew's at 9 o'clock. I'll be there, Ma. You always dragging it. All right. I'm at Applebee's. I eat. We leave. We go home. When I get home, he wasn't home. And I asked his daughter's mother, where's the keys? Oh, he's on his way. Okay. About 5 minutes later, the keys comes walking in the door. Hey, Ma, what you doing? What you ate? I told him what I ate and stuff, but it was a little off. You know, I know my son. Son was a little off. So his daughter's mom comes in the room, and she's like, something's off with the keys. I don't know what's going on. She's like, he's moving funny. He keeps looking on Facebook. And at that time, I already knew what was going on because the news was everywhere.
I hate to report that there has been yet another killing on Syracuse's south side. 11-year-old Brexy Lee has been fatally wounded by gunshots.
My full name is Brexy Ali in Spanish, and people call me Brexy.
It was already everywhere. It was everywhere. When I knew something wasn't right, the actions that he was doing, the things that he was doing, how he was moving, how he kept going to the same posts about the little girl. All he kept looking up was the little girl. I knew something wasn't right. Why are you keep looking up this little girl? He even shared the little girl post. He didn't sleep that night at all. No sleep. He was up all night in the dark. That's not like him. He was so in deep thought, you know? And from me looking at my son, it wasn't even like a thought. It was like he was hurt. It was like something inside of him was just like he was shattered. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm in my room watching about the little girl, Brexy. They got killed on accident. I have to say on accident, because people are portraying that this was on purpose. It was an accident. My son is not a monster. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he was out here gang banging, doing what he was doing, following and doing whatever, but he was not no monster. He's not gonna go and just kill a kid. No way, no how. So I'm in my room, I'm crying in my room, watching this about the little girl, and I'm like, whoever did this, I hope they get him life in prison. I was saying that in my room. My son came in. He's like, Mom, why is you crying? Like, this little girl just got, killed. And I looked at him, I said, please tell me you don't have nothing to do with this. He said, hell nah, Ma. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I said, because whoever did this, they deserve life in prison, not knowing that it was my own son that did this. You understand what I'm saying?
A historical truth. No matter how much love and guidance you give your children, some may deviate from the straight and narrow path. You may shed many tears as the streets call out to them, but may God's grace not allow them to die there or cause harm before they return to your arms.
He goes back. He was on a furlough. He goes back to where he was incarcerated at the time. He went back. I get a phone call from a couple people telling me that the police are looking for my son with his picture for the murder of Brexy. And I'm like, where did they go? Oh, they was up here at the store asking questions. They gave me a couple names of the guys that they asked the questions to. Like a bat out of hell, I ran out of my house. I went on the east side. I walked in the store. It was a couple little dudes in there. And I walked in, and I'm not gonna say the guy's name. I walked in, I'm like, where is such and such? The guys all looking at me like, where is such and such? And when I said, I'm DeKeith's mom, They was like, oh, they was like, you give me the vibe of the Keith's mom. I'm like, what's going on? The store man told me what happened. Police came in there, they looked at the cameras, they took the camera, the tape, because they said that my son and the other guys on the camera were the suspects. So now, I speak to my son on the phone, and I tell my son, all I told him was, you should have told me when I asked you at home. My son said, Ma, I don't know what you're talking about, I didn't do it. I'm riding with my son if he did it or if he didn't. I'm riding with him, so it is what it is. I said, all right, Pop, you said you didn't do it, I'ma ride with you. But I know what's going on. I know my son. I know my son, this is my rib, this is my heir. I know my son. All I could tell my son.
He said, word to my mother on God.
Son was, they coming.
Fuck you.
Get ready.
God.
They coming. Chin up, chest out. They on their way.
Chin up.
And he like, how you know?
out.
How you know? They on their way. The first time that he actually told me what it was in CID. You know, even though we were whispering, they heard it, you know? And I asked them, why didn't you tell me this when I asked you at home? He said, how can I look at you in your face and tell you that I just went down here and we did something and a little girl got killed? My sister is the age of the little girl.
I'm not gonna say no names though, but I know of a young brother who's doing time and who's doing time. I don't know if he's still in there or not. But a little girl died. And they shot into a crowd of people, and a little girl died. And I watched little bro grow up from a jit. Like I'm talking about Pampers and shit. Man, that shit was sad, man.
How can I look at you and tell you that? You were already crushed for the little girl. You was already in there crying, saying that whoever did this deserves what they're gonna get. And it was me, you know? Even though he tells me it wasn't my bullet that killed her, I believe him. I believe him, because now he done told me everything. It wasn't his bullet that killed the little girl. And if they were to release the video, they will see that it wasn't his bullet that killed her. But that crushed my son too. You know, I just want people to feel like, to know that that wasn't intentional. He does have a heart. He's not a monster. You know, he was out here with his boys doing what they thought they were supposed to do, looking for ops, which that's stupid. He didn't understand, but now he understands. He tells me every day he's sorry. You know, I'm losing myself. I'm falling. And my son, he's 17. They gave him 25 to life. I don't know if I'm gonna be alive when my son come home. You know, yeah, Brexy was a victim. The other people who caught these crimes, they're victims, but we're victims too. As a mother, a parent, we're victims too. We're hurt, we're broken, we're fucked up. I've never been through nothing.
He got 25 to life. Nah, but that's damn near capital murder. A kid capital murder though. I forgot what age it was. Like, He said, but the crazy thing about it, he's 17. He will see the day of light again. But he gonna be an old man. He gonna be like 60. Hold on. Let me see. 17, got 25 to life. But do 25 to life mean you coming home though? Cause what that mean? 25 to life. Cause a person can get 10 years to life. Like I forgot how that shit go. 25 to life.
like this. So I don't know how I'm supposed to feel, what I'm supposed to do. What is my next move? I don't know. I'm lost. And everybody look at me. Oh, you're parenting, you're this. You crazy as fuck. I was a good mother to my son. I asked these fucking people for help every chance I got. The schools, the counselors, everybody, the judge. I got emails, me emailing the judge. Next time we go to court, lock them up. They wouldn't lock them up. I told them, you don't lock them up, something's gonna happen. They never listened. So I didn't fail my son, they failed my son. That's just how I feel. I kept coming for help, kept coming for help. I couldn't do it alone. They kept giving me the cold shoulder, kept giving me the cold shoulder. They say come and we will help, you know, they like, oh, we got all these programs and all these counselors and all of this. Where y'all was at?
Don't want no help.
Where was y'all
selfish.
at? Soon as he does this shit and goes, now y'all paint him as a monster. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. He's none of that. He's nothing of what y'all say he is.
He's in jail. No.
He is a little boy lost.
How that
He
sunroof?
was lost and was trying to find
How
himself.
that sunroof?
And he never had a chance to find himself. That's it. He's not a monster. He's a good kid.
Streets will turn a boy to a man.
Bridges is the poster child for the failures of the juvenile justice system.
Mama, the streets will turn the boy into a man.
Schooling,
Big head ass.
probation,
Damn, man. Free love, bro, man.
thousands of dollars that were spent on him. On that night, Martin Luther King Day, he couldn't wait to spend his furlough in Syracuse to find somebody to kill.
This tore my family apart. My kids are broken. I'm broken, you know. I go home, I go straight in my room, I close my door. My kids are in their rooms, you know, I walk past my daughter's room, she's hiding her face because she's in there boo-hoo crying. You know, when you open your daughter's diary and it say that she don't want to live no more, you know, that she want to get up out of here, that hurts. Like, this really tore us up. This really
His
fucked
little bro
us
got
up.
life.
It really did, and we don't know which direction to go. You see me every day with a smile on my face. That shit is fake. I'm here to tell you that shit is fake. Under that.
I'm Mungie, chill. He just got 25 to life. Relax. He's still living. He's got to take a couple drives up the state a couple times. Ain't shit. Ain't gonna hurt too much. But a little girl lost her life, bro. Like, you gotta think about it, man. It's a family that would never see their daughter again. That little girl didn't even get the chance to, well, both, even the 17-year-old. But he got to see 17 and he get to still live. But that little kid would never ever get a chance to be an adult, to live a life, to see what life feel like, to really experience life. So I feel like anyone who kill a child, no matter who you is, should do time for it, and the family should be well accepting of it. Like, a whole kid lost their life. Like a whole kid lost their life. Like, come on. How could you be balled out crying for a nigga who in jail, but a kid lost their life? Little bro gonna be alright. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. That little girl is gone forever type shit. And she and that bitch crying. Who you crying for? The little girl or your son?
That fucking mask, I'm lost. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. My kids, my daughter, my 13-year-old is spiraling out of control. She's doing things she's never done. It's messing up our whole family. Our whole family is shattered.
Huh?
Like I said, we're
dead?
also victims. We're also losing everything. You know, I understand. I feel for the family. I do. Because don't get it twisted. Sometimes at night, I cry for the little girl Brexy. I drive past where Brexy got killed at. I pray where Brexy got killed at. I ride past Brexy's school and tell her I'm sorry. Every day, I ride past that little girl's school and I tell her I am sorry. I'm fucked up. We all fucked up. And I don't even know how we gonna come back from all this, to be honest. My family is broken. All the way broken. My son has a visit once a week, every Sunday at 3 o'clock, from 3 to 4. I'm there every Sunday. Every Sunday I'm there with bells on. Love going there. When it's time to leave, the first time I broke down to the point where I was on my knees. I didn't want to leave my son there. But my son told me, get up, Ma. It's all right. I got this. I just need you to have you so you can have me. I got up. I gave him a hug. I said, I got this. I walked out. I'm there every Sunday. And every Sunday on my way out, I put a smile on my face and I give him a kiss and walk out. When I get in my car, I break down to the ground. It's hard. You gotta be strong for your kid, you know, when you really breaking apart inside and you feel alone by yourself. I have a stack of letters from my son about this thick. I never even opened them. I can't even open the letters. I can't even read his letters. I can't. They're just sitting there on the dresser. I can't open them. He wrote me for Christmas. It's still sitting there. I can't open it. I feel like I felt my son and I know I didn't. But that's just how I feel. He called so much that day. And it's like, oh my God. He called every 30 to 40 minutes. And I'm like, you have a da-da-da. Push one. Papas, what do you want now? Oh, Ma, I forgot to tell you. Can you, I'm like, come on, like, you doing too much right now. Like, I'm trying to cook, I'm trying to clean up. This was on New Year's. This was on New Year's. And I'm doing all that, and I'm like, Pa, you gotta cut it out, like, da-da-da-da. And after he was like, all right, Ma, I love you. I was like, I love you too. I hung up. And I said, you know what? I don't know what it was. I was at the sink and I just stopped and put my hands on the sink. And I'm like, wait, it's New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Every New Year's we together. Every New Year's, I don't go out to the club until after midnight. I bring my New Year's in with my kids. Every year, I don't give a fuck. Okay.
The way she wilding out, I thought she was ready to say I view I ain't going nowhere for New Year's. I'm thugging in the crib. She said I'll go out at 12. Niggas, what time you supposed to go out? Fuck you talking about? She said that shit like she doing something different. Now she's snapping though, like she really love her kid though.
Going to the club, I'll meet y'all there because I gotta bring it in with mine.
Nah, but for real though, it's different having kids, man. Like the things I used to do before I didn't have kids, I didn't do no more having kids. Like spending New Year's with like my friends and stuff. I feel like I gotta bring it in with the kids and shit. 4th of July. I feel like I gotta go do that. I feel like I gotta do that with the kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Other than not having kids and you doing everything with your homies and your friends and stuff. When you have kids, you do like I mean, it's hard to explain. You do a lot of stuff evolving around with your kids.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring it in with my riders, my family, the ones who go through everything I go through. They go through it with me. These is my soldiers. These is my, when I say get you somebody that's 100, these is my 100s. You understand what I'm saying? So I bring it in with them, and in my brain, I'm like, damn, It's New Year's. He about to lock in a minute. He like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been home, eating, chilling, playing games with the family, like eating 12 grapes before midnight. I ain't even do my traditions this year. I just left it as is, you know? But I just felt like, damn, Keith, he thinking about what y'all always do on these days, and he fucked up. He can't tell you on the phone that he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That he thinking about this thing, because he got to man up, you know? So.
Hey, nah. Bruh. How y'all do it? How the females do that shit? Her ponytail laid like a motherfucker. You see it though? Like that motherfucker is laid. Like how y'all get it like that? Like right there, like you know before you get the on like you said everything no frizzes, everything laid down. I know gel, but like how they comb it out to the point where it's straight like that? Like you could down into your scalp. That motherfucker
Just
laid
as a
down.
mother, I was like, you know what? He called back. And I was like, yo, Pop. He was like, what, Ma? He laughing like, what, Ma? I'm doing too much. I'm dragging it. I'm like, nah, Pop. You know, I just want to say I apologize, man. I said, I'm sorry, baby. For real. You know, I'm just over here frustrated doing so much that I'm not paying attention, not thinking where it is that you are. You understand what I'm saying? And my brain, I ain't never left my kid's side like that, to the point that maybe I was fantasizing that he was gonna walk in the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I remember sitting talking to my son
I ain't
on
had
a
that.
visit.
It usually it's that's backwards, ain't it? Usually the well, not all the time, but usually I see Usually I see the kid that had that like a close relationship with the mom like that, like taking pictures with the mom. You know that the boy child that's always just with the mama all the time when he was little, then got older and started sliding and shit. Why that motherfucker always end up going to jail and shit? And then the nigga who won't close to the mama and shit, that be the nigga who don't go to jail and shit. Not saying for everybody, but I know a lot of people who was like locked in with their mama like on some other shit, and they is locked up right now. I ain't get to take no pictures like that with my mama, man. She was close with her son, like it was like movie night type shit. Like you know how like they probably did something with each other every Thursday type shit. Sat down as a family every day and ate like every night. Nigga ain't get the mood all
And
the
I
way
was
like
telling
that.
him, like, I'm lost. You know? I'm broken. I don't know what my next move is gonna be. You know? I look at him and I'm like, I'm looking at you. But am I looking at you? And he looking at me like, what do you mean, Mom? I'm right here. I'm like, that's how lost I am. To the point where I can't even see. You know? And he like, Ma, get it together. I know what I did. I gotta stand 10 toes. Don't do that. I need you to live for them so y'all could be here for me, you know? But after that day, I never really expressed to him how I really felt, because I seen how it hurted him so much to put me through that, you know? And he called one day, and he kept calling. And I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, he called me about 32 times that day. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. And he's telling my daughter, oh, what is Ma doing? I need her to, you know, do this, do that. And my daughter's like, you know what, Dickies? Mommy's real fucked up right now. You know, I gotta go in Mommy's room and make sure she in there breathing, bro. You know, I gotta go in Mommy's room, make sure she ate. I gotta go in mommy room and tell her to get up out that bed because she.
But, you know what I'm saying? But, alright, look. With that right there, he don't know. He don't know because, like Duke saying, she don't want to tell him that because she know what type of place he in. But as him, he gotta be old enough and understand, like, and be accepting to how she feel because he didn't even know how his mama was feeling. Damn, man. I was about to say something about the sister, but that shit left my mind. I swear to God.
She's in there drowning in fucking pain. And I can't see her like that. The keys, she like, mommy don't do what she used to do. Mommy don't even cook. Mommy don't do nothing. She comes home, go in that room, locks herself in that room, and it's over. And he didn't know that. You know?
See?
So he calls me the next day. And he said, Ma, don't never forget who you are. Don't ever forget who you are. He was like, I made the mistake. You was a great mother to me. You are everything to me. No matter what, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be here today
Kid killer.
if it wasn't for you. You ran up in them houses. You came and got me. You went through hell trying to get me right. And I just wouldn't listen. And I'm sorry that I didn't listen.
I'm sorry. I'm on my son ass. Like, I'm on my son ass on all of them. Like, I'm sorry, bruh. Like, some kids do need their father in their life, though, man. It be suck. I hate seeing, like, a pregnant girl that's, like, 6 months pregnant and the nigga left already and the baby not even here yet. Like, that shit always fucked my head up. Like, how is it that bad that you pregnant? And even the ones that get pregnant, and now I understand that the R word happens. So I'm not talking, when I'm saying this next one, I'm not talking about them ones. I'm not talking about them ones. I'm saying like the ones that the next one I'm talking about, the ones I don't understand either, the females that get pregnant and don't know who the baby daddy is. That shit really messed my head up. Like, you was fucking that much.
I wish I would listen to every time you told me the things that you would tell me about these streets, about this side of town, about the guns. I wish I would have listened. But now, as a man, I gotta pay for what I did.
I wish I knew everything I knew right now, then everything would be different. Everything would be different. You wouldn't be going through what you're going through right now.
But you see, I wish everything I knew now, I knew back then. Everything would be different. But as you see, he's saying she was don't worry, mom, you was a good mother. You did everything you could do. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah, she was a good mother. I'm not taking none of that away from her. But if she would have taught him what he know now back then, he wouldn't even be saying, I wish I knew what I knew now back then. Because she supposed to taught you that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with a lot of older cousins and shit like that. And brothers and sisters and shit like that. I feel like after age 14, and if you ain't in your kid life by the age 14, you lost touch. It's over with. I mean, you could gain it back or whatever the matter is, but it ain't gonna be the same as being around from when they born all the way up to 14 till they grown. Like, if you ain't in touch with your kids by 14, man, you lost. I'm telling you. Once they 14, it's said and done. I'm telling you. Like, and then at that age, motherfuckers start hating you for the wrong reasons. Like, they don't understand. Like, at 14, I didn't understand. And, like, I didn't understand that it was hard for my mama, that she couldn't afford shit for us. You know what I'm saying? I was wilding for the dumbest shit. But your child wouldn't understand that though. That's why you gotta teach him and get him to that point. Cause at 14, you be like, I ain't got enough money for all that. Nigga, as a 14-year-old, they just thinking you a broke ass bitch. Now kids be wild though. I used to trip on my mama for no reason, but now being grown, having kids, man, I was wildin'.
And naturally wouldn't be going through what they going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Ma? I don't be wanting you to cry either, man. Don't cry, man.
It's hard. It's hard for me not to cry.
I know, Ma.
I love you so much,
I be home. I just be hoping I be wishing I be there with you right now. So I could, you know,
Right.
help you through these times, son.
We gonna be alright though.
It's my actions that led me to this position I'm in right now.
Right. But you paying for that, you know?
Yeah. That's my role out there, so
I love you so much.
I love you too, bro.
Alright, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. This was part 1, season 1, episode 1. See y'all on episode 2. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and hope y'all have a blessed one.